Tinny from minibulldesign. It's 2:30 in the afternoon and it's in the teens outside. Not too bad a day, but the wind's blowing, so it's kind of raw. So I came out this morning, Sunday, I know, and we didn't ship today, so I had the day off. So I built up a fire and went to work. The stove was out of heat bottle remotes, so I made a batch of 20 of those. Took most of the day. Then after I got done, I was going to go in and call it a day, but I decided, what the heck. I think I'm going to take a shot at this canteen cup project while I'm at it. So what I did was I took this base, which by the way is a total and complete piece of trash. You can just take your hands and crumple it right up. It's not a lot better material than what the aluminum windscreens are made out of. I took a pair of scissors, and you can cut it anywhere with scissors. Real piece of cheese. Anyway, enough on that. I cut a vent here and a vent here, one here and here. Set it up here and put the steel canteen cup on it. And I used a carbon felt mini atomic, which I have been told by people is the ideal stove for this canteen cup. So let's look at the video and see how I did. Okay, I think you can see that, yeah, it blossomed right up. It was the right height. Flame wrapped all the way around the bottom of the pot. Really worked great. I think I boiled 2 cups of probably 70-degree waters. It's in here and it's around 60, 70 degrees in like 5 or 6 minutes. I didn't bother to time it, but it was amazingly fast. So I'm going to say the ideal setup for the canteen cup, if you want to vent the top of your pot stand, no big deal. And I wouldn't buy a Chinese pot stand. I think I'd probably go to that canteen shop and buy one of theirs, which is probably vented correctly anyway. And my ideal stove for me, if I was going to do it, would be a carbon felt mini atomic. Worked great. I filled it up and it was enough to bring it to a boil, keep it boiling for another 4 minutes. More than enough stove, and I got a real good rolling boil, not one of these little bubbly, piddly little pathetic boils, but a good solid hard boil. See, why is that important to me? Because I have used a thermometer, and one of these little piddly boils that's just barely off the bottom actually isn't a boil. It's a little over 200, 206, maybe 208. It's actually more of a slow simmer. And if you can get a hard rolling boil, you know you got 212. That's the factor that tells you you've got 212 is a hard rolling boil. Now the way I understand it, to sterilize water, I've heard all kinds of different stories. Some of them say you're supposed to bring it to a rolling boil and boil it for 10 minutes. I don't think so. Others say that just as it starts to come to a boil, like anything over like 180, sterilizes the water. I'm in the middle. I say once it comes to a rolling boil, I think it's okay to drink. You know, there are some things that wouldn't kill, but then again, nothing else would kill them anyway, and I don't think that would be common out in the Maine woods. Maybe if you were in a populated area, getting your water out of a sewer or something, but out in the Maine woods, I don't think you need to go beyond 212 for 20 seconds. And that's just my opinion. That and 50 cents will get you a lukewarm cup of coffee. So, another reason why I made these heat bottle remotes is they go with the, I'm going to call this the K-Cab, the Kitchen Compact Alcohol Burner. They go with a K-Cab for now. I may change that later because the profit margin on these is pretty thin. So I may sell the stove separate from the heat remote eventually once I get squared around. But it's become a bit of a monster. I've got more orders coming in than I can keep up with. I'm going to have to spend a couple of days just building K-cabs to catch up. And the price is good, $100 for everything in the video. The simmer ring, the tool to take it off, the fuel line, and the heat bottle remote with the wire pot stand. Later on, I may offer, and this is always the cool part of it once you have the stove, what's Tinny going to offer? Later on, I may offer a squirrel cage type pot stand that will set right over the K-cab as a retro, and a few other things I've got in mind, just add-ons, just to deluxe it out. All my stoves are modular, and this one won't be any different. So, I think that's everything I wanted to say for this video. I'm Tinny from minibulldesign. Get out and hike, take a friend, enjoy the great outdoors, and more important than anything, try to have a really great day, and try and take some time out to have just a little bit of fun today, like cooking a really great meal on your alcohol stove. Bye-bye.